Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to go over the Project Life app. Now, before we start, if you do not already have Project Life, it's an app that you can get at the App Store for your device. It works on iPad, Android, and also your Mac computer. Now, this is an app-based scrapbooking, which is digitally scrapbooking. And I mainly use this one to scrapbook quickly to make sure I have, pages ready to go to create a book. So right now, let's go ahead and go to Project Life app. Sorry. And in here, when it pulls up, it's going to bring you to this screen. Now, at the bottom, they already have create library order questions. Now here, order I don't personally use. I outsource my printing somewhere else. But if you go to order, you can also create account. Now this will not restore any of your layouts or pages that you have created. That's why it's very important to back up your pages on iCloud or Dropbox or Google Drive. And I would also advise you to decide which cloud storage you would like to use and download that app on your device, log in and connect it to your Project Life. And they will have steps on doing that when you open up your Project Life app. Now, I've already done it and it's been years since I've done it, so I don't quite remember the steps that I took to connect it. Like I said, I've been having this app since it first came out. So, I mean, you can research on how to do that online, but I'm pretty sure that it gives you steps within the app in order to do that. So if you here, just create an account. That way, if you do make any purchases within the account, you're able to restore your purchases. So here, like I said, is the main page. And if you have questions, you could click on the question right here and it'll, give you tips and tutorials on how to do things. So here, there's create and library. I want to take you to the library first before I show you how to create a page. So let's go ahead to go to library. Here, there's pages, kits, and fonts. So let's go ahead to kits. And here, these are all the kits that you can purchase. Now, I've purchased kits throughout the years to use within my scrapbooking. But honestly, like the kits are very affordable and you can use the cards multiple times throughout many different layouts. Right here, these are all the kits that I have not purchased, but you can go ahead and look through them and purchase the ones that you want to purchase. It will automatically go through your app store for the purchase and it will automatically download it after the purchase is complete. And I'm sorry if you hear my young one. He's home and I asked him to be quiet, but of course that doesn't always work. But anyways, if you click on a kit, you could look and see what cards or what color themes are in the kit. See, for this one, it's only $1.99. So $2 and some change, including the tax or whatever, is how much this kit is. And you can use it over and over again. So I don't want to buy it, but if I did, I would click buy now and go through the steps of purchasing. But I don't want to, so I'm going to click on maybe later. And now some kits, this is another $2 kit. It's a very cute kit. Some kits or $3.99. Like this one. This one is $3.99 as you can see here. But look at all the different cards you can use within your scrapbooking. I mean, that's pretty much a steal for all these cards. If you would physically scrapbook, this kit alone would probably be between $10 and $20 because of all the different cards that you would receive in it. But you're getting it for pretty much $4. and some change, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and go maybe later. So after you purchase any kits, it will go in my kits. See, these are all the kits that I have purchased. So if you purchase any kits or download any of the free kits within the apps, within this app, it will show up here. Now, the only kits that's going to show up here is the kits that the app offers. I'm not going to show you that how you can use other designer kits within this app. That's going to be a different video for a different post, but keep a lookout for that, and I promise you don't want to miss it. So like I said, these are all the kits that I've previously purchased within this app, and some are free. So if you go to more kits, you can click and see which ones are free if you want to go through it all. Now here at new, these are the new kits that they've added to the app, and you can see them, click on them. They're very cute. See, like this one is free. Awesome. I could go ahead and show y'all. I love this kit. This is pretty cute kit. I love the doodling. That's my whole thing. I love the handwriting and doodles. But if you click on it and click on free, and it's going to ask, my information. If it was a paid kit, then it would ask me to log in and, make sure I want to purchase it and yada yada, So I'm going to go ahead and get, and it's going to ask for my password. I really don't want to add in my password. So if you click on it, add in your password, it's going to download and, download to your thing. So I'm going to download this later and use it within my layouts. Sorry, my brain's all over the place. So I'm going to click on maybe, but I want to add this to my favorites, which I've already added it to my favorites. But here's the kit that I have not added to my favorites. So I'm going to go ahead, hold down onto the kit and click add favorites. And once I've done that, then it's going to add it to here. Now I didn't add this one to my favorites. It's a cute kit. I like the color scheme, but it's not me. So, but if it is you and you want to add it for later, you just hold on to it and add to favorites, which I've already added these two to my favorites, and which I'm going to go through all my kits and choose which ones. Like this one I've always used, so I'm going to add to favorites, and I'm going to click on it. See re-download kit, I'm just going to go ahead and do that because they probably updated some cards, so I'm going to do that. But if you already purchased, you can restore your purchases as well. So I'm going to go back to library. I'm going to talk about fonts. Now the app does come with fonts, but you also have to purchase them, which is pretty much like $1, $2. Let's see here. So they $2 a piece, or you could do $5 set fee and add in your own fonts. They have more fonts than this. I've purchased, almost all of them and used quite a bit of them already. But they're pretty much like $2 and some change, or you can add your own for $5 and some change. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to library and pages. Let's talk about the different pages. So the first one is in progress. So all the pages that you have not completed is going to go here. As you can see, I have quite a few that's already not completed. So it's going to go here if I want to see what's not done and click on it. Now collages, these are all your layouts. These are all your 12 by 12 layouts that you've created. So yeah, I used it through multiple years, and I'm catching up on also more multiple years that I have not done yet. But these are all the layouts that I have ever created in Procreate. So I'm going to go to editorials. Now these, I have not personally done any. This is why you see that there's none here. But an editorial is literally a few pictures with a lot of journaling. Like more than 50% of the page is journaling. Like you can write an autobiography or write about somebody, or essays or anything like that, pretty much. Small prints is your 4x6 prints. As you can see, they do have templates to where you can do like 4 little images or pictures on one 4x6 picture. Here I have 6, here I have 3. But I use this mainly to scrapbook my physical books. And that's going to be a later post on a later day on how I do that. But some people do make these like this, download them to their device, and then add it to one of their 12 by 12 pages. Now, folders. This is, I mainly use folders. I like to organize all my layouts by the year. Or, like important occasions like our wedding book, baby books, Disneyland, things like that's special occasions. Like my oldest's son's school book that I need to start. He's 11, so almost 12. So I got many years to catch up. That's why you see some of them that's blank. But I want to show you how you can create a folder first before creating a layout. So right here, if you click on the plus sign, you could type in, I'm just going to put tests. But I like to do it by year because that's how I scrapbook. That's how I create my albums, is yearly. So I would put, I already did 2022, so for next year, 2023. So click on done, and it's going to pop up right here. And as you can see, I click on it and it's empty. Now, if you've already created pages before you created your folder, this plus sign right here, you could click on it and you could add in your pages. Like this one I created already. It's just a test that I done. So I'm gonna click on it and there you go. It popped up. And I could click on it, click on edit, and it's going to bring it back up so I could continue working on it. So I'm gonna exit out. I'm going to go back to pages. I want to show you how to create a page. Right here, there's create. I want you to go ahead and click on it. And we're going to do a collage page, which is pretty much a layout. I call it a layout. Some people call it pages or pocket pages because there's different little pockets. But it's a layout. That's what I've always called it. But here it's going to give you the standard layout. Now you can change this. If you go to this little box at the top left corner, it's going to show you all the different layouts that they offer. Now, if this is your first time, it will look completely different than mine because I've purchased all the bundles that they have. So I have all of them. But they do come with some free ones that you could test out and use if you want to. Or you can purchase a packet, which that is what I've done. It's very affordable. I purchased all of them throughout the years, so it's very easy. But you could click on it and change, whichever one you want. See, very easy to do. So I'm just going to do this layout. This one's a purchased one. And all you got to do is, you know, tap to exit out of it. And these little pockets or boxes is where you would put your photos or a card. So here, when you click on one, there's a little photo box and a card box. So I'm going to click on the photo box. Here it brings me up to my photo albums on my iPad. Now I already have my Dropbox connected. So if you've went through the steps and did that, then you would see Dropbox too. Personally, I do not like constantly going to Dropbox to pick out photos, because it does not save the album in Dropbox that I'm using. So what I like to do personally is go through all my pictures for the month. Like I'm working on 2013, so say I'm on month August for 2013. I'm gonna go through that month of August of 2013, pick out all my pictures from that month and save it to my iPad. That way I could just click on recents, and as you can see, I finished out the year because my goal is to fully complete it within this week or next week. So but these are all the pictures that I downloaded from that year, from the summer to December, because I'm halfway done with this album. But if I just click on a picture, it'll pop up. Click on this one, pop up.
I found it.
Okay. Let's just go ahead and click on just another picture. What picture I want to do? There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to tap somewhere to exit out of it. So I have my pictures here. Let's go ahead and add a card. So I clicked on a box and I'm going to click on the card. So what takes me the longest time is choosing out a kit. I mean, I have so many. I wish I could use them all, which I will eventually. But picking out cards is like what takes the longest for me, because there's so many that I want to use. But this is just like a test, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on a kit that would probably be, you know, themed of that. Sorry, I can't even think. Like, my mind's all over the place right now. My son interrupted me to do something, so let's just do road trip. And let's go ahead and do that one. I'm going to click on this box. And as you can see by me clicking on it, it kept the kit that I'm using on there. So I'm going to... That's cute, Travelog. Okay, so I have my cards. You can add as many cards as you want, but it's completely up to you on how many you want. So I'm going to click out of it. And I'm going to go ahead and finish adding in pictures. And I'm going to show you real quick also how you can move the pictures also. Like move them around. Okay, so I have all my pictures. So there's some that I want to adjust. As you can see right here, my little one is kind of cut off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on it and I'm just going to move it with my finger. See? Go back to this one, tap on it, move it to where I want it. Same with this one. There we go. Okay. And you can also make pictures big too by doing like the pinch with your fingers, the pinch motion. So I have my pictures where I want them. And now the Travelog card is my journal card. So I tap on it As you can see, since it's a journal card, I can add in my text. This little pencil box, I click on it, and it's going to pop up to, let me turn off my Bluetooth keyboard real quick. Let me exit out and redo it. There we go. So it pops up the keypad, and I'm able, to type in whatever I want. Here, I could change the color of the font to whatever color I want. I could change the size. Here will be, the line in between. I'm going to set it back to 0. So in between. This one will be adjusting from the top. As you can see, move it all the way down. And here will be alignment. So different alignments right here. And I'm going to the fonts. If you click on the F, it'll bring you to the different fonts. Now, these are the different fonts that I have purchased and that came with the app. So you would already have some fonts already given to you free throughout the app. But if you click on more, this is where you can purchase the fonts also. So I'm going to exit out. And if there's a card that is not a journal card and you want to add text on it or a picture, see, you click on it and there's the little text box. So I want to add it to the picture. Text box, type in, change color, take my finger, move it around the picture. There you go. You could have it. You could add text to any picture or card. But the journal cards just make it easier to, type in everything. So I'm going to click back on my picture, and here you can adjust the brightness, contrast, all the different editing. Turn it. Okay. So I don't do editing within the app. I just go into my device's photos and just edit through there. But you can. This is an option. I just don't. I prefer not to. So let's exit out. Oops, sorry. Why is this doing this? Of course, when I'm trying to do a video, it's not going to allow me. Let me go back. I'm so sorry. Go back to, yeah, it finished it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here I am. Say my layout is complete and I want to save it and back it up. Now you can save the Project Life editable file. I never do because there's no point into it for me personally. But I do always save a 12 by 12 JPEG of it. So here, if you click on the little right bottom corner, the little arrow with the box, you want to click on export. So these are the different file size that you could do. I always do 12 by 12 because 12 by 12 would be the biggest. You can always downsize the biggest and not lose the quality. Now, if you upsize a small image, like if you downloaded an 8 by 8 image of this and want a 12 by 12 album, if you upsize the 8 by 8, you're going to lose quality of the layout when it's a 12 by 12. It will be very fuzzy, it will be blurry, pixelated. So always download a 12 by 12. Always. I always do 12 by 12 and I get 10 by 10 albums made. That's just the facts of it. Sorry. So like I said, you can save an editable backup for Project Life, but I do not. It's optional. So if you click on 12 by 12 image, it's going to, do what it needs to do, and it's going to pop up. And I click on Save Dropbox. Save to Dropbox, and I already have a 2013 scrapbook folder created, and I save it within that. So I'm going to exit out. So say that I completed this layout and I want to add it to my folder on Dropbox just to keep things organized. So I click on it to my folder. I click on the plus sign, and the layout, go to collages, the one that I just created. I'm going to click on it, and it's going to be added to the folder. Now I want these to be organized to where it will be like page 1, page 2, page 3. So how I do that is I click on the layout, and where it says update info, I click on it, and then I just do a number system. See, it moved it to the front. So I'm going to click on the other one, update, and I'm going to do O2. There you go. So it would, name the pages to how I want it to be within the book. So this would be the first page. The first page is always a single page. And then after that is your double pages. So mine one, as you can see here, my 1 pages are the cover of our book and our title page. So that is our single page. Then after it's our 1, 2, and 3 will be a double page. 4 and 5, double page. 6, 7, double page. 8, 9, double page, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to go back. Now, since I already created my first layout and added it to my folder, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay within this folder, and I'm going to click on the last layout, and I'm going to duplicate the page. And I'm going to go ahead, click on that duplicate page, update page info, and change it to 3. And then I'm going to click on page 3 and click on edit. Now I'm going to change my layout, or you can keep the same layout. It's completely up to you. I do different. Sometimes I keep within the same layout, but I'm just going to go ahead and change it. And then what I'm going to do, since page 2 and page 3 will be a double page when I open up my book, I'm going to keep the cards because I want to keep the same card theme, but I'm going to remove all the pictures. Or you can keep the pictures and just change them out. Now, in order to remove a picture or a card from your layout, you hold onto the picture or card, drag it to the trash can. That's how you remove and delete a picture or card. Now, you see this text right here? I'm going to click on it, click on the text box, and I'm going to exit out to remove the text. Now, you can, like I said, add pictures without removing it. I have so many pictures that I need to go through. You can see, I just click on it, add it, and change it. So I could fill it up, add in my pages and my pictures, or I could fill it up with cards. And since I kept the same cards, all I got to do is click on the card, click on the card box, and it will keep me within that card kit. It's not going to change the card kit, but it's going to keep me within that card kit. See? And just to remove the text from the journal cards, all you got to do is just delete it pretty much from the keypad. And I'm going to exit out. And that is the process that I do within my scrapbooking. As you can see here, let's go to 2013. 2013 is not complete. I am not done with this album. But this is how I have it set up to where I know what pages will be within, or what layout will be within the book pages, if that makes sense. So like I said, your first one, number 1, is going to be your title or your single page at the front of the book. And then when you turn that page, it will be page 2 and 3 is a double page. And then page 4 and 5, then you turn the page. 6 and 7, turn the page. 8, 9, turn the page. 10, 11. And that's pretty much my process. And I just click on it, duplicate, rename it, and then, go from there, adding my cards and my pages, my pictures. So, it's real easy once you get the hang of it. Real simple to do. And also, back up all your layouts. As soon as you get done making a layout, save it to your cloud storage or your Dropbox. Every time I get done with a layout, I save it, unless it's incomplete. Like this one, this is 2022, this year. I have not completed our title page because this year I want to get family photos done. So our family photo is going to go in this big empty slot. So I have not saved that yet. But all these other ones, as soon as I got done making them, I saved them. So always back up. That's my main thing, because you never know what device will stop working. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to comment below, and I'll do my very best to answer them as quickly as I can. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for joining me. And if you want to know how to scrapbook digitally on your iPad or your tablet, follow along and I'll go through more steps for Procreate Life app, more steps for Canva, and more steps for Procreate. Thank you, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.